Good morning, everybody. Today I am reading The Words I Wish I Said by Caitlin Kelly. I read this book a couple years ago for an English assignment, but it's a good book, and I figured since I've read a couple by Amanda Lovelace and read a couple by other authors, I might as well add this one to the mix too, because not all poetry is going to be all one topic. The Words I Wish I Said by Caitlin Kelly. For you. Warning. This book addresses a lot of controversial subjects and touchy topics. So to closed-minded people, there's your warning. Author's note. When I wrote my first book, The Words of a Madman, I never felt like it was finished. I wanted to add more. I had so much more to add. And my friends just said, why not write another book? I feel like there's so much in my mind and so much poetry I'm constantly writing that I don't think I'll ever feel finished with simply one book. I'm 16 years old. My book, The Words of a Madman, was written mainly when I was 15 and 16. These are the words I try to hold back from saying. These are the words that could break things when they are happy days. These are my thoughts tracked down almost every day. These are the words I wish I said. Not just to one person, but in general. Writing helps give me a voice. There are words I wish I could say, but I hold back. I'm living life on strings now. But the most beautiful words are the words you fear to say. The words you have trouble saying because you can feel them rather than voice them. The words that can't quite fit under a specific word, because these words are felt rather than said. These are the words I wish I said. Enjoy. Caitlin Kelly. Chapter 1. Saving Myself. Just FYI, I don't know that I'm going to read this whole book in one sitting. It's a pretty thick book, but it's 5 chapters, so if nothing else, I read through chapter 3, and then chapter 4 and chapter 5 will be a part 2. I'll read the whole book. We'll see. Chapter 1, Saving Myself. This chapter is about saving yourself when no one else will. They can't hear the demons taunting you in your head, and they can't feel your heart weeping through the silence. Sometimes the princess in the tower doesn't need a prince. Sometimes the evil queen doesn't trap her up there. Sometimes she traps herself in the small, tall tower overlooking the gray skies. And sometimes they won't hear her cry for help. This is the time where the little princess decides to save herself. Sometimes she isn't even a princess. She's just a girl with a wandering mind. She can fight the demons herself, and she can climb down herself. It takes time, but she can do it. This chapter is about saving yourself, so no one else has to. The ghosts are back, my mental health. I'm just taking my time learning to fly. Confidence is a nightmare to insecure men. He tried to fight for you, but he didn't fight hard enough. He didn't seem to sharpen his sword. Instead, he lost the battle and you were left in the castle. You don't need someone to save you from the tower. Just save yourself. February 9th, 2018. Use your words, Caitlin. Jealousy is a garment most worn under the layers of our soul because no one will ever admit when they are jealous. I'm addicted to the feeling of adventure. Who am I to you? I'm scared to love. It's bad. I'm protecting myself. So I'm so very sorry for you trying to love someone broken like me. It's not you. It's me. My imaginary friend would be happy to hear my adventures, but it's too bad he left a long time ago. Adulthood. In time, you will be fine. Is it me? It can only get better from here. Positive thoughts. I'm really, really good at lying. I've been telling people I'm fine for 4 years now. It must suck that life is so painful to the ones that try to enjoy it. DN number 1. It's like I'm sitting in a crowd of people on the bleachers, but I still feel like no one's there. Empty. They keep saying it will get better, but when? Being alone and feeling lonely are two different things. She is blooming from the walls that she sits against. No one can feel her presence, but I can see it. The wallflower. Sometimes, something that's sad is when you know someone's falling in love with you, but you're sitting there afraid of falling for them because you're not prepared to be hurt again. Maybe I'm the madman. No. The loudest silence is when everyone left you and you don't know why. Thoughts that haunt me. God damn it. Why is my mind so full of thoughts irrelevant to this? My imagination is going wild and I'm trying to pay attention to my math homework. Stop trying to please everyone, Caitlin. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will always hurt me. La trintes d'oro de joie. It's moments like this, when you're in complete solitude, when you realize how lonely you really are. Alone and lonely are two different things. It's like I'm alone, but I don't want anyone. I'll push everyone away and I can't deal with anyone. I can't do it. I don't want to be here. Maybe someone will just sit with me in complete silence, and maybe I'll be okay. Maya, lay down. What's on your face? It's just a leaf. You have a leaf on your face. Let me take care of myself before I promise to take care of you. Bravery is when you ignore the demons taunting you in your head, and you move on with your day. I'd love to see how you see me through your eyes. I feel numb. I can't feel my emotions, my body, or my heart. I act like it's there and I act like I'm fine, but honestly, my own brain is confusing me. No. Don't roll in the grass. They all ask me, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I honestly don't know, because a year ago, I wouldn't see myself here at all. Reflect now. I can't stand the judgmental looks they give me, or the pity in their eyes. Just please, stop worrying about me. She jumped off the plank and dived in with the sharks. Little did they know, a small, weak girl like her had a heart, and the sharks in the water were nothing compared to the ones swimming in the depths of her thoughts. She lived. I'll keep writing you poetry even when my hands can barely move, and when you can't make out the handwriting. If I needed you, like you keep stating to everyone, then how come I was alive way before you came into my life, and was able to smile before I was told I was beautiful? I was my soulmate before anyone else ever was. I was an ocean full of depth and beauty, but you were afraid of the sharks. How did I stay alive if I didn't even write? Excuse me. She's so delicate, but her love burns so hard. She gets broken only trying to give all of her love. You give too much to yourself to them, and you give yourself too much of yourself to them, and they'll end up wanting more, until you lose who you are. Humming to love songs by myself. I'm flying above, watching all on the ground beat, and I think, why be sad? There's a whole world out there. Then I wake up, and I'm the one, weeping on the ground. Where the fuck are you, Peter Pan? You said you'd come back for me. The first boy to lie. I know I need what I need, so stop telling me otherwise. Spoiler alert, she lived. Chapter 2. You would never know. This chapter is the one that is the most painful to organize. This chapter is for the love poems, the ones you wish you could erase, but they were true. They were written on these sad pages. Sometimes you wish you could erase their face from your memories, because sometimes you think you'd be better off without their face replaying in your thoughts at night. But you don't regret them, because when you look back on those memories, you're reminded that there's someone that amazing out there. And maybe this time it didn't work, but maybe one day you'll find someone better for you. This is the chapter for the love poems you dread to look back on and refresh yourself on how much you miss them. And yes, you do miss them. And you're allowed to say that, even if they don't miss you. I can't believe your cold hand can bring so much warmth to my heart. I'm shivering walking to my car, and you force me to take your jacket, and you put it upon me. Thank you for actually caring and pushing through my stubbornness. I can't believe I met someone like you, even after what I've been through. Family can mean anyone you're willing to fight for. You're my family now, because we'd all do anything for you. Anything you need, we're always here for you. You had a house built of bricks and cement that only ended up being abandoned. He built me a house with his own hands out of sticks and mud, and that is full of more life than any other house on the road. Money isn't everything. I fell in love with your mind and soul before I ever fell in love with what's in your wallet and your pants. True. Your heart is almost as empty as your promises. I'm not sure what love is. Because my mind has fooled me before. But if this is what I think it is, then I'm in love with you. With a tear, he whispers goodbye, and she sits there, watching the spark leave his eye. I wish I could freeze time and be in this moment with you all my life. Society's perspective on beauty isn't even based on a person's soul anymore. It's based on their large ass and tits. He loves me, passion in his eyes. He loves me not, emptiness in his words. He loves me, drunken touch. He loves me not, scattered text. He loves me, lips pressed. He loves me not, the petals. The nighttime is so silent, I feel so calm, just writing poems about you while you're asleep. Whatever happened to you and me? Betrayal, verb. Exposed to danger by treacherously giving information to an enemy. I hope you learned a lot of lessons from me, but I bet you didn't learn a damn thing. Hi, Venom. If only you'd stop chewing on your paws, dude. Then I could take your cone off. I love you too. Watch out. Love letters on the floor. Oh, I really wish you were knocking at my door. Roses are red, violets are blue. And I think I'm in love with you. Even if you broke my heart into tiny little pieces, I'd still never talk shit about you. There's none to say. I'm confused. You're nice to me, to my face. You're all sweet and lovely, but as soon as I turn around, it's like you're someone different talking to others about me. Two-faced. Even after all that, I can still look into your eyes and be unable to hold back a smile. I've tried everything I love, even harder, over and over, just hoping that one day you will get off the top of my list. But after all this, I'm not sure you'll want me anymore. My feelings haven't faded. In fact, they've just grown. It's sad to know you've gone in a different direction. Je te vex dangereux. I'm not here because I like you. I'm just kissing you because your lips are convenient, and his are not. Hearing. A rebound. Yeah. Has been used as a rebound. Oh, my goodness. It hurts when you're taken for granted. We both thought we were on the same page, but it turns out we were reading different stories. It's you. It's always been you. It will always be you. My imagination must be wild if I still think you're coming back. It's really all about who is the last one on your mind before you go to sleep. And it's always you. I can distract myself by watching movies. I can distract myself by making films. I can distract myself by listening to music or talking to new people or playing with my cats. But what really comes down to it is what's on my mind when I'm sitting all alone in my car, and usually it's you. We can't skip the hard part because it's going to help us grow. You deserve more than the kind words I wrote about you on paper. You deserve the world wrapped in tissue and a glow just for breathing this air and being a glorious sight to see on this earth. Love. The little cafe before we went to lay on the beach. The tide pools where we adventured. The place I call Lookout Point with my favorite view. All the great places we've been, but my favorite place is anywhere with you. I stare into space when I'm with you. You ask me what I'm thinking and I'll smile and say nothing. Let me let you in on a little secret. I'm thinking of you. I'm in love with you. And my anxiety is making it hard for me to admit I'm sorry. You'll probably think something is wrong, but my mouth isn't allowing those 3 words out of my mouth. Oh boy, it's true. I really do love you. Every time you say you love me, it feels like the first time those words came out of your mouth. And it's never too much. What's a break supposed to do? Number 1. Number 2. How long? Number 3. Do you even want me? Number 4. Is this a break or a breakup? Number 5. Do you think I'm the best for you? Number 6. Why? Number 7. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry for bothering you. How I picture that conversation. I've always finished putting the puzzle together I'm almost finished putting the puzzle together. The only piece missing is you. February 11th, 2018. I'm ready whenever you're ready. I've set everything up perfectly for when you come back, but for some reason there's a voice in the back of my head telling me you'll never come back, and you'll move on. I mean, after all, that's what they all do, but hey, if it's different, I'm ready for you. I'm always ready for you. Timeless eternity. I'm writing so much about you, and I don't ever want you to see it. Because I know it's not your fault, and I know my words are harsh, but it's mostly the scenarios that are being made up in my head about you. And I sure hope that they don't end up becoming true. What did I do? Let me know so I can fix it. As soon as you show someone that you'd do anything for them, then they may take that to their advantage. Loving used to be so easy. Why is it so difficult now? But why do we need a break if it was all okay before? We'll just end up exactly where we were. Why do you still walk near me, but act like I'm nothing? You are so dull now. I want to say something, but my lips can't make a sound. You turned right into the words you said you'd never be. I still want to be with you, even though your feelings aren't true. I like, no. I really care, no. I strongly appreciate, no. I really like, no. I admire, no. I want, no. I love you. Maybe I did something. Maybe you just realized maybe I hurt you. Maybe I'm the bad guy. Maybe you were better off without me. The maybe. Stranger turns close, turns stranger. I kept quietly thinking to myself, I can't believe you about this. But then I realized you left, and I lost my best friend. Love is more than just a 4-letter word. You fall in love like how you catch your breath, slowly, then all at once. And you don't realize you're in love until it leaves you once again. Space is when the relationship isn't working. Space is when you're tired of fighting. Space is when you both need time. Space is when you can't heal together. Space isn't what I need. Space is what you say you need. But I guess we weren't on the same page at all. The only thing coming out of your mouth is complete and utter bullshit. Oh, honey, you keep falling for the boys that believe love is just a word. I wish I could stop writing about you, but my words seem to sing to their own tune. You get over them like this. At first, you can't. His name is repeated over and over inside your little head, inside your little brain, singing a tune to you, until your heart gets bored of the tune and ends up breaking you. One day at a time, you get over them when you stop searching for them in a crowd. You get over them when every love song on the radio is just another song. You get over them when every place you went is just a new place to make memories in. One day at a time, you slowly get over them. You get over them by focusing on your friendships. You get over them by loving yourself. You get over them by focusing on your family. You get over them by You get over them by yourself, not latching onto a new one. You get over them when you realize your worth is not another person. You think you're over them until you catch sight of them in a crowded Starbucks or sometime in your day and you can't explain why it hurt you. You thought you were over them until you see them and all your memories you had flushed your head, and you remember how much you really miss them. One day at a time, you get over them by doing everything you love, hoping that their name will disappear from the top of your list. You get over them when you realize they left you for a reason. Maybe that reason means they won't come back. Ever. You get over them when you realize you're both reading different books, but thought you were on the same page. Fill in the missing halves. It's like you've killed all the butterflies in my stomach, but I still love you. Abuse. Just loving like I haven't been hurt. You can't convince yourself or anyone to love you. They'll figure it out for themselves. Relationships are like building a house together. There are little fights, big fights, agreements, happiness, and when the house is finished, that's like marriage. After it's done, you both will make minor reservations or large ones, and you'll live in that house, hopefully, for the rest of your lives. I love you. Wow. I'm not mad, I'm just hurt. When you smile, my heart just fills up with joy. My mind is so consumed with the thoughts, you and me, and what we could have been if you didn't leave. They always come back, just not this time. I see why they call it falling in love, because it's hard to catch yourself past a certain point. And once you fall, it takes a fucking long time to pick yourself back up. But when you're in love, it feels as if you're flying, soaring. Out of the cliff, you fell down. You might have broken my heart, but of course I'm so messed up, I still want to show you that I care. I'll never fucking learn. I want to cry with you, but I can't, because if I was with you, I wouldn't be able to hold back a smile. I just have to be the stronger person and hold my own ground against all these threats that you're throwing at me. You just make my lips form into this natural form, and I don't know how. Smile. You, the greatest single word poem. Above all, you're the one I never want to lose, but I still did. You said you lost who you were with me. Is that my fault? I want you to want me. It's always easier said than done. It's easier to say you love someone, yet turn your back on them in their time of need. It's harder to love them and leave the remains of their name out of that wonderful brain. I support you in any decision you make, even if it means hurting me. I still love you. I never thought it would have been easier. It would have ended this way, or this fast. You and I were never meant to be, even if we wanted to be. So please, please don't leave me. They say that if it's meant to be, then they'll come back. Contrary, I believe if they really loved you, then they never would have left. Love is when you run out of things to do, yet you never grow bored of one another. Yet you grew bored. Leave me if that's what you really want. It could still work. Every tear out of my eye has your name on it. I'll pretend I don't care because it seems like I'm not like you. It seems to you like I'm not there. Please tell me it will all be okay. To the boy I still love, I'm sorry. February 8th, 2018. We all mess up. We're humans. Sometimes I feel like I mess up beyond the boundaries of stupidity. All I know is that I follow my gut instinct, and it doesn't lead me in the best direction, always. Sometimes I hope you put mayonnaise on your fries, and your mind wanders to the thought of me. Sometimes I hope you see a clear blue sky, and you remember my eyes lighting up for such a nice day. Sometimes I wonder if you still remember my face and all the memories we've had. Sometimes I wish you were still here, but if you wanted to be, then you would be, but you chose to leave. Alone. Not talking to me leads you nowhere. True love is fighting through the hardest of situations. I guess it wasn't true for you. Should have stuck with my gut instinct. You always ask me, what does the look mean? The look means I can't believe someone as amazing as you is spending their time with someone like me. The look means I look at you and I can see you as the only person in the world. The look is when I can't describe how much I actually love you. How did I end up so lonely again? Don't give up on me. I could be what you need. You're a walking masterpiece. I have so many constant thoughts in my mind, constantly hurting me and repeating the words I told it. You told it. We're sitting in a field of dandelions and grass, just watching the time tick away and pass. I keep on having this recurring dream that I see you in the distance, and naturally I start walking to you. And as I get closer and closer, I make contact with you, and I fall down in this deep hole, and then I wake up. The last image in my head in the morning is you watching me fall helplessly down this hole, screaming and shouting. And you watched me with no expression and no sense to help me. Maybe it foreshadowed something. If it was easy to move on, then it wouldn't be love, now would it? I wrote you 2 love poems yesterday, and I wrapped them together, put a bow around them, and I was going to hide them somewhere you'd never find them. The hope from yesterday made me so inspired, I thought I'd do something for you. This morning was my first heartbreak you've given me. I say first because even the slight chance you come back, I know I won't refuse. I need you, even as a friend. I don't need time to myself. Please see that. You can come back and hurt me all you want. And what I know is I'll never stop loving you. A tragedy. This heartbreak is nothing like the others, because this heartbreak is something that I know you wouldn't have chosen. Sucks. Did you get chased by a wasp? Maya, are you okay? Did you get chased by a wasp? Come here. No, not you, Venom. Oh, watch out. Watch out. I get it. Watch out. You gotta lay down. Lay down. Come here. Lay down. No, that's my knee. No, that's my knee. Dude, how did you put a bruise on my leg? How did you put a bruise on my leg? Weirdo. You're so weird. You're so goofy. You're so goofy. You're so goofy. You got your teeth. Oh. Ow. Ooh. Hey. Buddy, your ear's bleeding. Hey. Ooh, watch out. Hey, look, a pixie. Dude, you're gonna kill the pixie. Watch out. I got a pixie on my finger. Guys, look. There's a pixie on my finger. You can't even see it. 166. There's a pixie on my finger. Here, little one. You gonna crawl under my... Yeah. There you go. Now you can't be squished. At least not by the dogs. Okay, what was that? 65? 66? Something like that. I just wanted to let you know I'm always here for you, whenever you need me. Please just DM me and I'll answer. Even if you want to talk about your day or something silly, I'm here for you, and I'm not leaving anytime soon, unless you want me to. I'll never stop loving you. I'll never hurt you, and I'll never leave. The 2 biggest lies, even if it's not intentional. I hate it. I hate still being in love with you. I know it's not your fault, and I really do wish I was still in your arms, but hey, maybe one day it will work. Maybe time is what we need. Optimism. I'd still fight for you, but I know you don't but I don't know if you want me to. I'd still do anything for you, but I don't know if you want me to. Black and white, that's not life. The gray area. Do you ever love someone so much that you only want what's best for them? Then you come to the realization that maybe you aren't the best for them? The most heartbreaking conclusion. They say if you love something, then set it free. But why has that made us both unhappy? Now you're just a stranger with all my secrets and dreams. If something breaks your heart, then why do you keep watching? Because we're hoping for a different outcome. I thought I was okay until I saw your face. I'm not the girl that a boy will chase from the other side of the world. I'm not the girl that all the boys praise and describe her with words like perfect. I'm not the girl that boys would wait a lifetime for. I'm not the girl that you'd see in a romance movie that doesn't have a sharp bone existing in their body. I'm not the girl they'll follow all the way to the airport to say goodbye to. And I'm not the girl they'll stand outside the window with the radio for. I'm not the girl they'll ever need. I'm just the girl they'll waste their days with until the right one comes around. I'm just the girl they'll leave when things get hard. I'm just the girl to pass their time. They say they'll never leave you until they do. Even if they don't want to, they think they know what's best for you. And they don't. For the boy I still love, I've written more poetry about you, and you wouldn't have a clue. The fact that I still love you, more than you ever knew. My heart isn't messed up by your thought, but by the memories in my mind, your face, your touch, your smile. Oh God, that smile. The one I could stare at all night and say, I've never gotten over you because I never felt the need to. Just the thought of you makes me sing a tune. Just a picture makes me smile, even though it should make me die a little. Just you, the thought that we could still be what we once were. The hope in my eyes that one day I'll have you back. But what kills me is that I can't reserve you, because you're not a library book or a crowded table at a restaurant. Worst of all, you're not mine anymore. It wasn't us, I keep telling myself. It wasn't me, I keep telling myself. It was the timing, I keep telling myself. And yet my messed up mind will tell me that you could find someone to love you more. That no matter how many times you told me I was perfect, I knew you could find someone else. I may love you more than words can describe, and that won't ever let me stop thinking. It won't ever let me stop thinking about you at night. I've written so much poetry about you, and you wouldn't have a clue. I thought you'd be my everything, but you only left me with nothing. Our hearts both broke different ways, sadly. But now our broken pieces don't fit together like a puzzle. We have to find our missing piece elsewhere. The tiny pixie is still on my leg, that's why I haven't let my arm down. Our hearts both broke different ways, and now our broken pieces don't fit together like a puzzle. We have to find our missing piece elsewhere. Sorry if that was too much. And that is the end of chapter 2. Spoiler alert, as much as she wanted him, she never needed him. Chapter 3, Darker Pages. We're at page 185 of The Words I Wish I Said by Caitlin Kelly. I think I'm going to do this as 2 parts because there is a good chunk of the book left. I have some chores I need to do. But I will read back. I can find the page. Spoiler alert, page 271. These were not all the words I wish I said. In fact, most of these words I wish I didn't write. Just a small fact of I wish I didn't care, but sadly I do. But if I said the words I wish I did, then they wouldn't be my little secret. They would be words on paper in a book. They would be the words taken out of context because the world loves to take things out of context. The words I wish I said are between me and my party of a brain. Because if you knew the words, then you would have such an advantage over me. And my quiet showers where I ramble to myself about my words wouldn't be secret anymore. You may be able to take most of me, but you'll never be able to take all of me. The author's note. Thank you for reading yet another one of my wild books written by my partying brain and weeping heart. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you were able to relate to some of it. Writing is a safe place, and it's easier to write things in condensed little words on paper rather than voice them to chatty humans. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you. Caitlin Kelly is a 19-year-old poet, student, and filmmaker. She's the author of The Words of a Madman and The Words I Wish I Said. She self-published her first book, The Words of a Madman, at 16 years old. After this, she then self-published her poetry sequel, The Words I Wish I Said, a year later. At 17 years old, she was born in Amsterdam and has a strong European background and was raised most of her life just outside of Los Angeles. Poetry is her outlet for emotions that she is unable to express out loud. Writing is her escape. She plans to continue writing poetry throughout the growth in her life. You can keep up with Caitlin on her Instagram at c.aitlin.kelley or her TikTok account at ca.itlin.kelley. Go to the very front of the book because that's where the copyright writing is. As soon as I find it. Oh, that's interesting. Spoiler alert, these were not all the words I wish I said. In fact, most of these words I wish I didn't write. Just to the small factor of I wish I didn't care, but sadly I do. By Caitlin Kelly. The Words I Wish I Said. Bring that book a little closer so you can actually see it. Okay, thank you for reading with me today. I only finished the first 2 chapters, and our little pixie friend has disappeared. I've only read the first 2 chapters today. I'll read the other 3 chapters another day of the week. Thank you for reading with me, and may love and prosperity find you. Have a good rest of your guys' day. Bye.